Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to this week's video. In today's video, I'm doing a full day of eating. I cooked and prepared all of my own food, even all of my own proteins, so I didn't use any meal prep for it. I meal prepped it myself, and I have some pretty cool ideas in there. We even eat a honey butter chicken biscuit that is prep friendly. If you guys know what a honey butter chicken biscuit is and where it's from, comment it down below. So stay tuned for that. I also did not share any of the supplements that I use. I really just wanted this video to be focused on just the food that I eat. So obviously normally I do use meal prep, but this time I kind of wanted to just eat my own food and be a little more creative with it. I was at home working all day long, so it was a lot easier for me to cook on the fly and as I was going. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Before we dive in, I wanted to let you know that my 90-day mindset, fitness, and nutrition mentorship program called Evolve X is about to start accepting new applicants. So if this is the first time that you guys have heard about it, I have two coaches that work for me as Evolve coaches. Their names are Amanda and Hannah. They're absolutely incredible, and they are who you check in with every single week via FaceTime. You'll be assigned to one of them. So every single week you check in with them, you send your progress photos, your updates. They handle the fitness and the nutrition aspect, and I focus on what I love the most, what I'm super passionate about, which is the mindset mentorship. So we discuss things ranging from building excellence in your life, building discipline, time and energy management, focusing on what your core values are as a person, as a business, even into living from a state of gratitude, what the 4 agreements are, building your self-confidence, your self-worth, your identity, living from a state of love, and changing your operating system from anxious, stressed, overwhelmed to loving and purposeful and intentional. It truly is such an incredible program that I absolutely love. I'm so passionate about it. And even just within the first 4 weeks of the last clients that went through this last 90 days, they said just the 4 weeks dramatically improved their lives. And it was so amazing to hear. We're actually finishing the last 30 days of the program right now, which is why I wanted to mention it. So if you guys are interested, just go ahead and click the link below, shopemilahedon.com. You can go there and then enter your email address into my weekly newsletter, because what I'll do is when we start accepting applicants, I will email my newsletter first and they'll get first dibs, and I may actually also decide to do some sort of like little special just for the people subscribed to my email newsletter. So make sure you're subscribed. If you are interested at all, I would love to have you. Feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram if you have any questions. Myself, Amanda, and Hannah would love to evolve alongside with you. So if you're interested, just click the link below. All right, let's dive into the first meal. Okay, I'm down to the last 2 bites, but I just had to really mention, before I would always do egg whites, spinach, and oats, and that was my first meal, and I was always really hungry after that. And then I started doing egg whites with like 1.5 ounces, sometimes 2 ounces of beef. And this is actually a fattier beef. It's a 90-10 ground beef, and it makes it so satisfying. Like this whole plate of egg whites with a little bit of beef in it makes it so satisfying that I'm not gonna eat my oats now. I'm actually going to do some work, and then in about 1.5 hours, I'm gonna eat oats. Just kind of like space out my food a little bit more. But I highly recommend you guys try adding some sort of like other protein to your egg whites. For me, it just makes it so satisfying that I feel good and satiated. Obviously, it's the fats in the beef that help too. But definitely try it if you haven't tried it. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll have my next meal in just a little bit here. About 1.5 hours later, and I'm having some oatmeal right now, which I am so excited about. Put just a little bit of sugar-free syrup on there, and it is nice and delicious. I wish I had my Icon Meal seasoning, because they have Death by Chocolate, and they also have a cinnamon honey butter seasoning that goes amazing in oatmeal. So once I get home and I'm not in a hotel, I'll definitely get some more of that, because it just makes it even better. Oats are just magical. They're an essential part of breakfast. They shouldn't be rushed. Another reason why I like splitting up my egg whites and my oats now is because I feel like I used to be so hungry eating plain egg whites and oats. I wouldn't enjoy it as much. And now, because I have this satiated feeling from the fats in the beef in my egg whites, I enjoy that. I'm good, I feel good. And then when I get to my oats, I get to focus just on the oats. I get to really enjoy them. And yeah, I'm using my boobs as a rack. For my next meal, I'm making some tacos, and I had to share these tortillas with you guys. So it's made by Mission. They're organic corn tortillas, and they're only 60 calories total. So it's 0.5 fat, 12 carbs, and 1 protein per 1 tortilla. So for 2, it's only 1 gram of fat and 24 grams of carbs. Then in here I have 96.4 Laura's lean ground beef with some shredded lettuce and some picante seasoning sauce, or picante salsa, not seasoning. I also put some salt and pepper on there that is like a habanero type of salt and pepper. So it's nice and spicy. And now I could have 2 tacos for my next meal, which I'm really looking forward to. Tacos are a game changer, by the way, because normally I would eat like beef rice and zucchini or beef rice and lettuce. And so just by switching it up from rice to tortillas, the macros are still really awesome. And it just, I don't know, it satisfies me in such a different kind of way. Because sometimes I just get really tired of eating just rice. I'm always like, I need bread, I need tortilla, I need something. And so making tacos is always just very satisfying for me. Definitely switch it up and eat some tacos if you haven't had some in a little bit. My next meal is my pre-workout meal, and I'm having a serving of Kodiak cakes, the flapjack and waffle mix, buttermilk flavor. There are 2 grams of fat, 30 carbs, and 14 protein per serving. So this is perfect right before the gym. Oh, and I just, who doesn't love pancakes? Love them. Oof, yes please. Look at that. Yes. I'm so hungry. Okay, so I have a feeling half of you are gonna think this is gross and half of you are gonna be with me on this, but I purposely undercook the middle of my pancakes because then it tastes like cake batter. So it's like cake batter on the inside. If you go back and look at one of my first YouTube videos ever, it's how to make Emily's gooey pancakes or something like that. And I teach you how to do it using level 1 protein. If I had the macros to include protein in this, I would, because 1, you get more batter, which means more pancake. And then 2, it literally tastes like cake, like German chocolate cake, where I used to use ice cream sandwich flavor all the time. And it actually tastes like cake batter. So if you can add a scoop of protein, the way I would do this if I had unlimited macros was 1 serving of this, 1 scoop of level 1 plus 1 egg mixed with almond milk, and then there you go. But if you have limited macros, then sometimes all you can fit is the actual mix itself, which is me today. So that's it, but it's still delicious no matter what. Midday update, confession cam. Today I licked my first plate of this prep. A few weeks into prep, I was with a friend and they were like, oh, you're gonna lick the plate because they've prepped before so they know how it is. And I was like, no, like, it's fine, I don't need to do that. And then today I licked my plate and I was like, oh dear God, here we go. So we're definitely at that point in prep now. It was great, honestly. I don't regret anything. I just felt the need to confess. Does anyone feel like they have a million things? Whenever I leave, I'm like, okay, I gotta grab my bag, I gotta get my rental car key, I gotta grab my good luck charm that I wear around my neck. We're in California and people apparently like to steal Frenchies, my sunglasses, oh, and the key card to the hotel. And let me go ahead and grab my water. Like, what? Help. Did anyone notice what I forgot? And a mask. And I'm back. Forgot my headphones and my phone. I love you. Not a meal, I'm just hungry, so I'm snacking on some zucchini. Zucchini is a great snack and you can eat it raw if you didn't know. You can also cook it, but I actually enjoy eating it like this. My next meal is gonna be some 96.4 lean ground beef, an egg white, all inside of a lettuce boat. Kind of like tacos. Attention! So I got Vinny this new toy. Look how cute! He's so cute! I love him so much. Vinny, I hope you love him as much as I love him. Get him, get him, get it, Vinny, get it. Does he smell like puppy dogs? Okay, comment below. Are you the person that throws the eggshells back inside the carton and then there's like 10 eggshells that have already been used inside the carton, or do you throw them away? Because I need to know what kind of person you are and it's gonna tell me everything that I need to know. Okay, I'm just being a brat, but I'm genuinely curious which person you are. I can't stand when people put the shells back in there and then there's like a million in there and you're like, okay, which one? Like, and then you take it out thinking that you have eggs and then there's no more eggs left, but there's just eggshells everywhere. Why do you guys do that? Just throw them both in the trash. Just throw them away. That's where they belong. All right, next meal of the day are these beef and egg lettuce wrap tacos. They are delicious and I am just so blessed to be able to eat delicious food all day long. I'm really on a bit of a taco kick, if you guys can't tell. Okay, let's see how this is. I'm sure this lighting is fabulous with this behind me. Happy Emily. Oh my goodness. I have outdone myself. Do you love it? Do you want to name him?
It's just till we can get you a real friend, okay? I don't know if you need a dog or a cat. I just don't like that cats have litter boxes and sometimes they're assholes. I don't know if I can get two perfect dogs. What do you think? Except for that time you ate my highlighter. Remember that?
His name on the toy said his name was Harry, and I actually do think it's a good name. You trying to rip the tag off? Parkour. That was so good, Minnie. Good parkour. I am about to blow your mind with this last meal. Comment down below if any of you guys have been to Whataburger in Texas and had a honey butter chicken biscuit at any time past 11 p.m. Because if you haven't, where have you been? They are amazing. And I found a way to make a prep-friendly version. Vinny is... Are you trying to steal the attention from YouTube? Here's what we have going on. Banana nut limited edition English muffin. We're gonna toast this bad boy. We're gonna spray it with butter. And then I have chicken, and then it calls for a full egg, but I actually used my last egg earlier and I just did not plan for that correctly. So I'm gonna have to make some adjustments there. But what we're gonna do is an egg white, chicken, this. If I had turkey bacon, I would do that. Normally, it would be the English muffin, the whole egg with butter spray. Oh, hello, the main ingredient, chicken, and then also honey. Oh my gosh. You guys just don't even know. This is gonna be fabulous, even without the full egg. I'm sad that the one day I came to film it, I don't have a full egg. I was ordering online because I have to order my groceries. Part of the quarantine rule here. So I was ordering online and I thought to myself, I should get eggs. And I was like, I have eggs. And I just didn't get up from the desk to check. Okay, you guys ready to cook? Another question. Which person are you? Are you the person that leaves it blinking like this all the time, or do you cancel it out? Because I need to know. Ah! Step 1, spray with butter. Step 2, apply chicken. Step 3, check your egg whites. I wish I had a way to make a perfect little egg white, but this should do. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit more and then flip it, and then I'll just like cut it. Okay, so first time doing this, I decided to add this barbecue sauce, so it's gonna be like honey barbecue chicken. So we have chicken and barbecue sauce on one side, and then on this side I added about a teaspoon of honey onto the chicken, the egg on top. Now we have a honey butter barbecue chicken sandwich. Ooh! Okay, so in my last video, I shared with you guys how not to be too food focused, even if it's making your food like super delicious. And I want to point out, I purposely decided to cook every single meal with you guys today. Normally, I don't really care this much, but just for the purpose of the video. But also, since discovering this, I have put it in every single night because it's so good. It's the best way to end a night. Okay, so we're gonna bite in. There's no whole egg, and it's the first time adding barbecue sauce to it. So this sandwich is evolving as time goes on, and we're gonna see how good it is. This might not be pretty, so I might cut it to the taste test review. We'll see. Wow. Wow. My review is like an 8 out of 10. It's very good, but this barbecue sauce is the hickory flavored G. Hughes, and the hickory actually takes away from the honey, and the whole point of the honey butter chicken biscuit is the honey. Moving forward, I think that barbecue sauce is gonna have to take a back seat. Still very good. What I want you guys to do is try out the honey butter chicken biscuit sandwich and then tag me on your stories and let me know how it is. But do it in the original version, not the one that I did tonight. So you can actually use any kind of English muffin that you want. A plain one, you can use cinnamon raisin, you can do this banana nut bread one. So English muffin, a little bit of chicken, which by the way, if you wanted to improve the chicken, cook it in an air fryer. That would be delicious. So air fried chicken, 1 whole egg, a little bit of, I can't believe it's not butter, and then honey. That's all you need. Tag me, let me know how it goes. Let me know how happy you are, how satisfying that is. That's my last meal. As I get into bed, I usually have this honey lavender stress relief tea, and it actually calms me so much, and then I go to sleep so much quicker. But what's funny is I have to make the tea, and then I have to let it kind of get cold because I hate being hot, and I run like a freaking furnace at night. So I can't like drink hot tea and go to bed because I'll be like a literal furnace. So I get it cold first, but it's amazing. So try this out if you guys haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I wanted to quickly mention my podcast production team emailed me and let me know that within the last month we grew over 30,000 downloads in a month on the podcast. So what that tells me is that the podcast is really making an impact, which is the overall goal, but that you guys are also sharing it with each other. So I wanted to mention it on my YouTube platform because I know that there's a lot of people that aren't on the podcast platform yet they watch all the YouTube videos. There's apparently a lot of people that like the podcast podcast. We're like 2.5 years, almost 3 years into it now. It's growing at an exponential rate, and I'm so happy for that. I'm so thankful for that. But I wanted to let you guys know because that really is where my deepest, most in-depth content is. So you guys may be missing out on so much you have no idea about if you don't check it out. So check it out. It's called the Evolve with Emily Show. It's on every single podcast platform. I post some of the videos, a lot of the videos here on YouTube as well. So yeah, just feel free to check it out. I would love to have you there. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to comment something below. I'm about to shout out a few of your comments right now. I just remembered actually, and then we'll close out the video. There's actually too many comments to mention where everyone is like, I'm not sure how you do it, but you always seem to talk directly to me. That's Kristen. Heather's like, I'm halfway through prep. This is exactly what I needed to hear. Melissa, wow, you spoke to me. This video brought me life. So many people just kind of saying the same things, that like this video was really impactful, and the video I'm speaking about was my top mindset tips for competition prep. It was last week's video, so make sure to check it out if you haven't. I just want to shout out Stephanie Pipkin, Becca Alberti, Haley Oliver, Christine Hoffman, Annette Opalka, I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, Stephanie Stoven, Lee Marie Hostetter, I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering that, I apologize, Sheila Johnson, all of you guys that are commenting. There weren't many questions on the last video, it was more so just like, this is great. So I just wanted to mention your names and say thank you so much for commenting, thank you for being a part of the channel, I love you guys. And if you have questions or even like a topic suggestion or something, I don't know, that you want feedback on, feel free to comment it below and I'll do my best to include it in next week's video. I have no idea what next week's video is going to be yet, so if you guys have ideas, shoot them down below. I would really appreciate it. All right, make sure you subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye guys.